This is part 2 of a 10-day, 4-state, 2-country trip. Go back and check out this card in the top right if you want to see the beginning where we started in Denver, went to Seattle, Vancouver, and then took off on the Celebrity Eclipse towards Alaska, which is where we're picking up today. We had to split this into 2 videos because frankly, it was just too long.
That's what she said.
Hey, my name is Mr. X. Welcome to the Xtreme channel. We are giving away $1,000 statues to you guys. If you want to know how to win one, stay tuned for later in the video. So we are in Icy Strait, Alaska, and we got so excited because when you got off board, there was a free gondola. So we don't know where it takes us, but we're going. And I think this is the trail below on the way back. See that? Mm-hmm. But pretty cool. So we jumped right on. We were, of course, one of the first people off the boat.
What was that?
Because
We're prepared.
we're prepared. We're like Boy Scouts. I was a Boy Scout for a long time, believe it or not. So all these woods around us. Could you see the boat? Oh, we can't see the boat from here.
You can see the back. I got a decent picture.
So there's another gondola. That one does cost money.
It's called the Sky something.
But this one's free, and it's just as cool. You didn't turn your head in time. You're still gonna be on the video. So let's see where this takes us. It's probably to a den of bears, and it's supper because there were signs all over about bears, what to do, and we're actually going on a bear hunt later. So hopefully we're gonna see some of that. So Icy Point Strait, Icy Strait Point, whatever it is. This was our first time here. Now this is a tiny little island that is actually called Juneau. That's the capital. It has like a couple hundred people. And these are people truly living off the land. Like milk was like $16 a gallon, something crazy there. But they're really set up for tourism, as you can see. That's kind of probably their chief income. And they do everything in the wild. There's a lot of Native American ties, which is pretty cool for me. And it was absolutely beautiful. Again, in the morning, the sun wasn't out. But this is just walking along the shore, seeing different mountains. Reminds me of Alone, if you've ever watched that, where people get dropped off up here and have to survive off the land. Was really cool. A few different restaurants, a few different gift shops. We did some junk shopping, and I guess it is Icy Strait Point. So like the company store. There's my children. I don't know what they're doing. There's more of my children. They're looking at me. But we had a great time. The beauty of this was absolutely amazing. You can see how small the island is and really set up for tourism. They had an obstacle course in the woods that was shut down. I'll have some video of this in a little bit. I wish that would have been open because we would have done it kind of like tree branch. Tons of stuff washed up on shore. And again, the beauty, we could just sit here and look for hours at all the different things. There's our boat, the Celebrity Eclipse. They had 2 different ports, one on the other side of the island. There was bear activity, and we're going to go on a bear hunt here in a little bit. There's a bald eagle sitting up on the right. Here's another photo of it as well. Pretty common to see these in Alaska. And more shots of our ship. So our ship actually holds about 2,800 passengers and then 1,200 staff, if I remember correctly. It was a great ship, well upkept for being about 10, 12 years old. And then here we are on the bear hunt. So this was a guided tour that we took. They don't guarantee you're going to see any bears. My children were pretty worried because I made it out to sound a lot worse than it's going to be. However, we were very lucky. After we were looking for about 30 minutes, we saw something across the river right here. Other than in a zoo, this is my first time encountering a bear. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, it was just a really small juvenile. You can see him starting to make his way. Now he is a brown bear, even though brown bears can't have black fur and black bears can have brown fur. Pretty small guy, giving us a little bit of a show. But how often are you actually in the wild? You see bald eagles, you see bears. This is one of the cool reasons we like Alaska so much. It really just gives you a serene aspect on the world. Again, just some more shots of Juneau, the town. Absolutely amazing. I would have loved to spend more time here. I would hate to be here in winter. Now, they didn't have a lot of paved roads. I mean, this is truly, truly an island on its own. And And then right here, some more wildlife. And some more beauty that picture and words just really can't put this into perspective, whether it's you're looking at wildlife or just looking at the mountains or the forest or the ocean.
I'll voice over it later. So here's a older house right here, but look at this view. Multi-million-dollar view. So we're going through the woods and there's this huge obstacle course. It's actually shut down today, which is a shame because that would have been awesome to do. Because it looks very unsafe. So this was a zip line right here.
Juneau, Alaska was our next stop, and the first thing we did is the Gold Belt tram right here. So this is a tram. It's like $40 or $50 a person to take you to the top. It's a huge tram, twice the size of the Space Needle we were just at, taller than the Empire State Building, 1,800 feet off of sea level. It was a 4-minute ride to the top. Pretty cool. Pretty cool thing to do when you're there.
We're in Juneau, Alaska. We just took that tram up 1,800 feet and we're doing a wilderness hike. Hoping we run into a bear because I need some exercise. But pretty silent up here, pretty amazing, pretty serene. And you know, it's funny, the altitude I live in is over 5,000 elevation. This is 1,800, but it seems higher for some reason. I don't know what that is, but there's plenty of trailheads here. Here's another one. Trail to town, 2.5 miles. So it's 2.5 miles down. But it says, do not attempt unless you have hiking boots, water, and plenty of time. So, and they also have like totem poles and pretty cool.
Going a little bit out of chronological order here, I'm going to show you some shots from the bottom, from the top, kind of in between, but definitely something good to do while you're there. You get to see the entire city of Juneau. Obviously, there's a few boats in cruise port, but look at this. Look at the passage we came in. Absolutely spectacular, stunning. And this is where I really like, you know, the mountainous, the wilderness, the ocean together. It's just pretty hard to beat. There's our boat right there. And here's the family at the top. And I could look at this for hours. And I talked about this during the video. There's a lot of Native American ties, so totem poles at the different ports, kind of neat. They said no two totem poles are alike. Interesting fact there. And on the way down, here is us passing by the tram going up. Last time we were in Juneau, I believe we took a train to the top. We obviously didn't do that again this time. Not a tram, an actual train. A 2-hour train ride. And at the top here they had a restaurant and a bunch of stores to buy crap, which we absolutely love to do. Now, a big way to get around and for sightseeing are water planes. So they were all over the place. We'd see them every day. We hung out a little bit in downtown Juneau, just looking at the sights, doing some shopping, but didn't really make a huge deal of it. Just loved looking at the beauty of the area before we moved on to our last port, Ketchikan. So Ketchikan is probably the most commercialized place. There's a nice little downtown right at the port at least. And we spent a lot of the time just looking at the different stores, checking out some of the stuff. This was also the second time we ever visited there. They have a really cool lumberjack show where they like juggle chainsaws, climb up on trees. We didn't do it this time because we've already seen it. But we are fans of Ketchikan. Most of the junk stores, and they're huge, there's lots of them, they all have the same stuff, but definitely a good place to pick up a lot of souvenirs and just kind of look at the countryside. We Googled a lot of the homes right here to see how much a home would actually be with an ocean view. Granted, they're blocked by giant cruise boats sometimes, but we sat on our balcony quite a bit, just kind of enjoying the view of this is what it'd be like to live in Alaska. Now keep in mind this is July, so I would hate to be here in winter, although they said it only gets to about 30 in winter, at least at the Icy Strait point. So huge fans of Alaska. Hopefully this gave you a little bit of beauty to what you would actually see. However, I've saved the best for last. That's when we cruised in the Inside Passage. We went to Hubbard Glacier. We've actually walked on it before. This time we just stayed on the boat. So let's check that out because truly, in my opinion, while it wasn't the last part of the trip, it is the best part of the trip. And I think the pictures will speak for themselves. So I highly encourage you to take this trip at least once in your life, from the wildlife to the ice to the mountains to the snow to the forest. I know I've probably said that a million times because I'm trying to put in words what these pictures aren't even capturing that well. Now, one cool part about being near the Hubbard Glacier here, and last time we were here we got to climb on it, it's very big, this only shows a small section but it's miles and miles long, is if you watch it close enough due to just the temperature changing, so this is in the summer, this is in July, you can actually hear and see ice breaking off, and you'll see that in a few moments here. But very, very cool, and it just really reminds you of Mother Nature, and you wonder how the hell the guys on the Titanic didn't see this big mother coming.
job, Chloe.
There it is. It's falling straight ahead.
Wait, oh, yep.
Oh, wow. You get that one?
Yeah.
Before we went home, we decided to head to Michigan, out in the country. We have some friends out there. They have a pool, of wonderful hunting ground, and just kind of readjust our body to temperatures. They also have go-karts and golf carts and lots of other fun stuff to do. So that was the end of our vacation, spending 3 or 4 days there before we headed back, but we had an absolute great time. And many more vacations to come. The next one's in about a month, and it is in Orlando, so we will do a video on that for you guys. But thank you so much. If you like stuff like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification. We try to grow this channel. We'll talk to you soon. We'd like to reward you guys for watching and subscribing. So because of that, every 5,000 milestone when it comes to subscribers, we give away a couple $1,000s worth of statues. We've actually given away over 20 statues. To win one was easy. First, you got to be subscribed to the channel. You'll get bell notifications when videos drop. Each video that drops, you want to make a comment on those videos. We pick a random video, we give away statues based on a comment. You can say whatever you want. The more videos you comment on, the higher your chances are. Again, thank you so much for watching. If you like travel, we have 9 different big travel events this year. Plus, we're into other extreme stuff like collectibles, so make sure to subscribe to the channel. And stay tuned for the upcoming trips. We have quite a few, including one next year, going to 3 different continents in 1 week. 4 if you include America.